Many Colorado property owners have seen huge increases in their property tax assessments. If your recent assessment is giving you sticker shock, there's something you can do. You can appeal. Keep watching to find out how. A lot of Colorado property owners are seeing massive leaps in their tax assessments for a variety of reasons. It depends on who you ask. Some say it may be the popularity of the state and so many people moving in. Others may say that it has to do with housing shortages and there's just not a lot out there. And while there are a lot of things that might be contributing to that, the bottom line is that property values are just going up. Tax assessors are required to establish the value of certain properties once a year. And the way they do that can implicate three different types of methods. The first type of method is a cost method. When an assessor is using the cost method, he or she looks at what would it cost to replace this piece of property. Would it be $100,000 to replace this property? Would it be $600,000 to replace this property? Another factor might be to take the market approach. The market approach essentially says, well, what are other homes or businesses being sold for in this community? Are there comparable sales in this neighborhood? Another approach is an income approach. And the income approach essentially says that the value of a property is dependent upon how much income it might be able to produce. So if a property is an Airbnb and it's in a beautiful location and has extreme value in that regard, well, the assessor might take that into consideration in assessing what he or she believes the value to be. Everybody believes that their property has been unfairly assessed. But the issue comes down to where have assessors gone wrong, and have they gone wrong? Typically, there are some obvious areas. The assessor just has the wrong property. That's not my property. That may be a mistake. Or if the assessor has a square footage rule, or if the assessor has the year of construction, or whether there have been improvements, or has the assessor used comparable sales in the neighborhood without realizing that, well, one block over is a neighborhood with older homes that don't have any amenities. Or did the assessor compare apples to oranges, essentially? Those are primarily the mistakes, or the most frequent mistakes that assessors can make. The first step a property owner should take, if they believe the assessment is incorrect, is to respond to the assessor directly. Typically, when you receive your tax assessment on a yearly basis, a form is accompanying the tax bill. And that form says, hey, if you disagree, let us know, and let us know why. Fill out that form, fill it out in writing, and explain why you believe your tax assessment is improper. You mail that to the assessor, and then the assessor has a chance to take a look at it and say, hey, did I get this wrong? Or the assessor can come back and say, nope, I got it right. So if you don't have success with the assessor's office, the next step would be to take an appeal to the Board of Equalization. The Board of Equalization essentially is a board that double checks what the assessor has done. It's your second opportunity to build your case and to establish why you believe your tax assessment is improper or is overstated. If that doesn't work, don't worry, there's still more you can do. At that point, you can go to the Board of Assessment Appeals, or you can take the issue to a district court in the county in which you live. The value of having a real estate attorney assist you is they know how to read comparables. They know how to establish a cost basis for a home. They know what the income method contemplates. They know the legal background, and they know what the assessors are looking at and how the assessors are coming to their conclusions. That can be helpful. So at the end of the day, if you are concerned about your tax assessment, it can be helpful right from the outset to consult professional counsel. They can let you know, number one, if they agree with your assessment. Number two, if they think the assessment is overstated, how you can attack it. And number three, the process for doing so. And it's good to have an advocate with you when you do all of those things. So if you believe your property has been overvalued, and if you want to appeal your property tax assessment, reach out to us for a case assessment.